length and time we go through to make those chicken bites. Wait to hear about the pot roast.
Yes.
So, Cape Hake. Brittany, what is Cape Hake? Tell us all about it.
What is Cape Hake? So it is a white fish. This is very similar to a cod. It's similar to a pollock. It's similar to a haddock. It's kind of that white, silky, flaky fish. This is wild caught off the coast of South Africa. This fish is in nutrient-dense waters. It kind of swims around the whole coast, the southern coast of South Africa, around the Cape of Good Hope. And it is, again, wild caught. But I just want to show everybody what it looks like before we go ahead and bread it. It's almost pink. It's kind of that white, milky color, but it has like that pink sheen to it that turns opaque white as soon as it has been cooked. So this is boneless. It is skinless. This is one of the most flavorful white fish that I have ever had. I love my flounders. I love my cods. I love them, but they are a little bit more on the mild side. This one is so sweet. Every person says to me, what is Cape Hake? What do we have? What do we have now?
I was going to say, our QVC guests have been loving this. We've only had this on maybe 2 times, 3 times.
It has not been on.
And it's such a value, first and foremost. 10 or 20 3-ounce Cape Hake fillets. You might hear 3 ounce and say, wow, that's kind of small. You're seeing them here live on television. These are big, right? Very hearty. Plenty for one person for dinner. 10 count, you know, 5 easy payments is $14. But the 20 count, 5 easy payments is $17.40. You save $53 getting the 20 count. So I highly recommend the 20 count, Brittany. I promise you, when you get these at home, you're going to love them, right? Just like the chicken bite before that, perfectly lightly breaded, beautiful fish, also available on auto delivery. So if you do love it, highly recommend taking advantage of the auto delivery, and it's available every 60 days for 1 year, Brittany. So.
And Ray, you cut this one open that's next to me.
Yes.
But this one that I just cut open, I love to show everyone just that white silkiness of the fish. This is not a dry fish inside here. Sometimes when you do have a fried piece of fish that you can buy in your local supermarket, you get home, you put it in the oven, it comes out, it's incredibly dry. This fish is full of flavor, full of moisture. The texture is beautiful. I love the one that you have cut for us here because it also shows how the breading, it's just simply hugging the fish. This is not an overwhelming amount of breading. And the 3-ounce portion, I'm going to pick it up with my hands, just because I kind of want to show everybody how big the 3-ounce portion is. It's not a small size. So if you're thinking 3 ounces, what is that? Is it a tender size? It really isn't. I mean, this is a...
I was going to say, if you've ever gone out and had like a really great fried flounder, this kind of reminds me of that, right? It's really clean white fish, beautifully fried. That's the best part, by the way. You can just pop it in the oven and heat it up. So it's already done for you, right? They're going to come to you in a beautiful bag, just like you see here, the Egg Harbor Seafood bag. If you get the 10 count, you're getting 1 bag. You get the 20 count, you're going to get 2. But I'll show the raw one, Brittany. It looks very similar to the cooked one, right?
Yep.
It's just a little lighter in color because it didn't brown up yet from being in the oven. But again, these are big pieces, as Brittany mentioned, really large, 3 ounces, such a value. Getting 20 of these for just 5 easy payments of $17.40. I mean, this is what you want to keep in your freezer, excuse me, so you have a white fish to go to once a week for dinner.
Yes. So I'm going to show you how to make some fun ideas that we do at home, but I want to show you my easiest one, and I dare say it, my lazy one. So I know you have those little rolls available in your supermarket.
Slider
Get them.
rolls, right? Or dinner like potato rolls.
The little dinner rolls, and then a little lettuce, a little tomato, a little tartar sauce. That's half of one Cape Hake. Here is another half of the Cape Hake. And then another half. So 1.5 right here just made us 3 little sandwiches, whether we're entertaining. Right, a lot of times when we have, you know, our family stop by, we have a big family. So we're not doing like a full sit-down dinner. We're just doing kind of pulling out.
And that was really generous, Brittany. You probably could have made 3 out of 1.
I 100% could have, but we're Italian, so we always give a little bit more than we should. Fear that we will not have food and be shunned from our family forever. That fear of is instilled in me. But you're right, we could have probably just done 1. But this is something, you know, it's a little snack. You get a little taste of it. You can move on. You could try something else, you know, possibly a turf that Ray would have available. But this is a Parmesan style dish that I make as well. So these cook from frozen.
I love these.
You could put them in your oven. You could put them in your air fryer. So Ray, I'm gonna have you hold this one and just kind of show everybody exactly what we do when we're home. So I'll take just a little bit of sauce on the bottom of the dish. You can use a glass dish if you'd like. And then we'll just take the Cape Hake, put that in. And then we'll take the rest of the sauce, put that on top. And then a little bit of the shredded.
So you gotta have the shredded mozzarella.
You know what, let me put this down. There we go, a little bit of the shredded mozzarella on top.
I mean, look at that.
Here we go.
It's gonna be incredible.
A little bit of the Parmesan to cover the areas that the shredded mozzarella is
You can never have too much cheese.
I agree with you. Probably the one thing I do agree on with you today. And of course, we have the finished version for everybody, just to kind of see how pretty this comes out. So look how pretty that is.
And it was so simple, Brittany, because we've already done the work for you. Right?
Exactly.
You're not having to make this, bread it, fry it, let alone go find Cape Hake at the grocery store.
No, exactly. So it still can be a dish that you use as a base in some of your favorite recipes, easy recipes. You can always reach out to Egg Harbor's Facebook page or my Facebook page if you need a tip or a trick or a cooking instruction or anything like that. We're always available. And I was just gonna say, or you'll receive an Egg Harbor cooking guide as well. So this is not just for the Cape Hake, it's not just for the Faroe Island salmon. This is for all different seafoods, cooking methods, really wonderful tips in here as well. My favorite one is the inch per every 10 minutes, which basically means that if your fish is 1 inch thick, you are gonna cook that for 10 minutes.
Right.
5 on each side, maybe in your air fryer, but it goes a long way. So think about like a piece of flounder, how thin that is. You're gonna go like 4 minutes when it comes to a piece of flounder. So all those tips are in here with marinades,
so much great information.
And a lot of the items that are in here have ingredients that I think you already have at home. One of my pet peeves was always finding recipes that looked beautiful and they had 64 ingredients in them, and I only had 10 at home. So these are nice and easy.
We always say that. Like, really, who has coumarin or whatever is on the recipe list typically?
Like you're mixing herbs there with your turmeric.
Right, turmeric, and yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes. But that's typically how hard it is to find.
Yeah, the Fish Fridays are beginning very soon, I believe, within the next couple weeks, like February 22nd. So, you know, having something available that's easy, and if you are practicing Lent, then you certainly can go that route as well.
It's hard to believe we're almost halfway through January already, right? It's crept up on us that quickly.
I told you, I feel like I haven't seen you since New Year's. I truly mean that. I have to have a show with you on Q2 spend some time with you lately.
But Brittany, I was going to say, you know, the Parmesan that you just made, that was just 2 fillets, and it's more than enough for a family of 4, like 2, you know, husband and wife, 2 young children. That's plenty for us.
Exactly, and this is the way that you start incorporating seafood into your family's diet if you're not already eating it and introducing that to your children. The fried options, the breaded options, that satisfying crunch with a sweet piece of fish, this is kind of what did it for us too.
We often tell our kids that this is chicken, and they might believe us, to be honest with you.
I'll take it.
They eat it.
I'll take it.
That means they really like it.
Exactly.
But again, this is item number M88105. It's our Egg Harbor 10 or 20 3-ounce Cape Hake fillets. You're on 5 easy payments of just $14 for the 10 count, or 5 easy payments of $17.40 for the 20 count, which I highly recommend because it's a $53 savings if you get the 20 count. So if you're going to try it, please pick up the 20 count. You're doubling it for, $16 to $17 more. You're getting twice the amount, right? So highly recommend getting that 20 count. But before we move on from that, Brittany,